Hey everyone, it's me again. It's Jason from Path to Potential. We are here today with a special guest, our friend from Love Serving Autism. This is Miss Lisa LaCroix. Can you please introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about your program?
Yes, hi Jason. My name is Lisa. I live here in South Florida, in Delray Beach. I'm the founder of Love Serving Autism. I'm also a speech and language therapist and a certified tennis professional coach. And I started Love Serving Autism 4 years ago. It connected my two passions, tennis and working with children and adults on the spectrum. And we teach specialized therapeutic tennis instruction here in Florida, and we are currently expanding outside of Florida to a few additional states. And I'm super excited to partner with Path to Potential.
That's excellent. So currently, how many locations are you in?
We are in 17 locations in Florida, and we recently expanded into Massachusetts and Pennsylvania in summer 2021.
Wow, that's super exciting.
Thank you.
Yes, Love Serving Autism does some amazing work. So we highly recommend you look into their program, look them up online, and try out anything you can about them. So
thank you, Jason. So Jason, I have a few questions for you.
please.
Can you tell me what is your favorite part about ABA and why did you choose this field?
Okay. I find applied behavior analysis very interesting because first and foremost, when we look at human behavior, we always want to look at why it's happening. So when I always, they use the puzzle piece as kind of like a sign with, it's kind of correlates with autism, but I find that you need to have a curiosity to why a certain behavior is happening and what can we do to adjust the behavior. So when it was teaching, whether it was teaching language skills or teaching, tennis lessons, I found that applied behavior analysis can be used to increase the skill level of any behavior. It's typically associated with autism, but it can be applied to any individual. And it also seems to be or has been very effective with reducing behavior that was problematic. Whether the individual had a high level of language or a low level of language, it was still very effective. So that, along with the key component that you could record the data, and Lisa has shown some amazing effects on the court, but also knows the importance of being able to show it with having data or having some way to show that what you're doing on the court, you're making these results. You're having this impact and improving the skills of the individuals you're working with. So I think applied behavior analysis kind of had that for me. It really gave me that where it fulfilled that curiosity and then gave us the answers and then allowed me to show people exactly what we did, how it worked, and that it did work. So that's a little bit about ABA.
Thank you, Jason. What has been your biggest challenge with starting a company and specializing in ABA?
Okay, so as a clinician, as a BCBA or a board certified behavior analyst, I have been in the field since 2002 as a direct provider and a BCBA since 2009. So as roughly 20 years. So I consider myself a little bit of an expert working with clients on the spectrum, applying applied behavior analysis. But when you own a company, it's now how do I train other individuals to apply the same strategies that I was applying? Then as the company grows, how do I train people to train other people how to apply these strategies and keep the quality at the highest level? I have observed some of your programs and I've noticed just how high the quality is, but I'm sure you could speak on behalf as a former Division I tennis player, where the challenge comes in and then training people to teach others the skills that you're able to teach.
Mm-hmm. So, I think a challenge for us similar to you is with our current expansion. We've met a lot of wonderful tennis professionals. I train them on more of the, how do you work with the population? How do you modify what you're currently teaching on the tennis court to meet the needs of children and adults with autism? Because they are certified tennis pros, so they're not in our world every day. So, but they're doing a phenomenal job, and I'm really thankful for these coaches. But it does take consistent training, and education on adaptive tennis is what we call it, and also inclusion. So, identifying, similar to you, like identifying a child who, would benefit from the program, and then how do they progress through the program?
No, it's excellent. And what I really like about this partnership, it shows people that ABA is not limited to the classroom. It's not limited to teaching basic skills or reducing just maladaptive behaviors, such as what they call a meltdown, but also improving a skill such as tennis. My mentor and actually BCBA supervisee, his name's Michael Lapasakis. He owns Kids Choice with a Z, Kids. He actually published an article on teaching children on the spectrum how to skateboard. So it shows just the application. And with our partnership with Love Serving Autism, we're just trying to show everyone how we could take, brilliant tennis players and then apply different strategies to include everyone, regardless of their quote unquote disability, or as we like to say, their ability that needs to be nurtured, and take it to the next level, and then include them in a game like tennis, which then allows them social skills. It's great for their self-esteem. I'm sure you could speak a little bit on that, on all the different aspects that the child ends up getting rewarded from just being a part of the tennis program.
We really partnered in person for the first time in July at the Palm Beach Gardens Tennis Center here in South Florida. And we had 12 campers come out with some of your BCBAs and our, RBTs, registered behavior therapists. And it was the first time that we've really been able to add the ABA component to tennis. And it really made it more therapeutic in nature, because the BCBAs and the RBTs were helping with transitions from routines and even redirecting behavior and helping with their attention span on the tennis court. So it made a huge difference. And our goal with Path to Potential is really to utilize ABA across all of our programs, year round, because like you said, Jason, a tennis court is just another setting for an opportunity for therapy. And parents are starting to understand that, oh, this is more than tennis, more than hitting a ball. We're actually learning communication skills and life skills and behavior and transitions and new routines. So I agree with everything you said. And I do have a question. How did the name Path to Potential come about? And why did you choose that name?
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because it wasn't our original name. And initially I started, when I started this company back in 2012, the concept of it, my original name was Behavioral Logistics, trying to figure out the logistics of behavior. And when someone was helping me with my mission statement, they said, you want to help your child go on their path to reach their potential. And then I started thinking about even my own life, like it's all about where are we at now and how do we get to our own individual potential? Because it's not about some arbitrary standard of, I know, Lisa, if I'm not wrong, you played at Duke University in tennis. That's not everyone's potential, nor should it be. But everyone has their own individual potential, but everyone can be a part of these different activities, and they can consistently improve with a regimen and with that positive kind of attitude that they shouldn't be excluded because of a quote unquote diagnosis. And I think that's what really empowered us, that any house we go into, anytime a child we bring on the court, we can say, we're not promising that we're going to take your child to some arbitrary destination, but we can take them to a higher level and help them reach their potential. So that name empowered us to say that we're always shooting for the highest level on that individual's own trajectory. So that's kind of where the name came from. And then it became kind of our mission.
Okay.
So,
I love the name, and I agree with our organization, similarly, Love Serving Autism. I picked the name because love is in tennis. It's a tennis term, serving is a tennis term, but also, we are serving children and adults on the spectrum with love and support and unconditional love, really. I mean, the tennis court is a safe place for them. A lot of parents are hesitant sometimes on signing up because their children's never played a sport before, their child has only been, maybe school, home, video games, that kind of thing. So, it's a different world, but I'm happy to report they're pleasantly surprised once their child gets outside. They realize, oh, this is a great opportunity for them to learn something new, and with the goal of the skills generalizing into different settings. So like you said, Jason, I think parents have to really recognize their children do have potential. You don't even realize what they're capable of doing until you try something new and expose them to new activities. In fact, we're going to be doing pickleball. I know we teach tennis, but we also want to introduce pickleball, which is a new racket sport somewhat. We have beach tennis coming up with an event with Path to Potential in October. So adaptive beach tennis, and also padel is another sport. So we are hoping, we can also work with you guys and partner for these events as well, so that the children are learning additional sporting opportunities, and the families get to go with each other to these events, and they have a lot of fun in the community.
okay, so if our viewers would like to reach out to your company about tennis lessons, or perhaps find out, how they could get involved, how could they reach you or your company?
Sure. We have a website address, loveservingautism.org, and my email is lisa@loveservingautism.org. So anyone interested in tennis or finding out more about our program are welcome to contact us through our website or through emailing me directly. And again, we are reopening all of our programs. We had a little bit of a shutdown period during COVID. We did some virtual tennis, but now all of our in-person programs are up and running here in Florida, with current expansion out of state as well. So, we're here to support parents and coaches, and partner with Path to Potential for the ABA component as well.
Yes, and if anyone would like to reach out to us, if they have questions about Love Serving Autism, path, 2 potential.org, and you could leave a comment there, or leave a question. And we're also going to be expanding to New York. So if you have any questions about what possible courts that you know of, or how we can get involved, Lisa's always expanding, and she's very innovative in ideas and how we can partner. But it does wonderful things for the self-esteem of the child, and just allows us to teach all sorts of skills utilizing tennis. So
thank you, Jason.
Thank you very much, Lisa, and we look forward to working with you. And everyone, please reach out if you have any questions, but we look forward to sharing more exciting news. So that's that. And
thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a great day.
Too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.